But still running this world. It's like everybody else is trying to eat off our plates. Reel them in, keep them close till they reach for the bait. Then we snap and take it back because it's ours to take. And yeah, we made it all ourselves, so we deserve the break. And looking back, the teachers always said we'll go get us. We chase a dream because we've never really known better. We're broke as anything, but still just trying to make it work. They tried to tarnish our image, but we just wipe away the dirt. Cause everybody's trying to find a diamond in the rubble. While they're busy doing that, we're all grinding on a hustle. We came from the bottom and now we all ride big. And we done it all ourselves cause we're DIY kids. We're DIY KIDs. If you wanna be heard, come and say your piece. We're DIY KIDs. If you do it your way, come and take my lead. We're DIY KIDs. If you wanna be heard, come and say your piece. We're DIY KIDs. If you do it your way, come and take my lead. We wear hand-me-down clothes cause we're saving the peace. We put our money in our plans cause we want to succeed. Never had a silver spoon, we've always done it without. And when they see us doing well, they start running their mouth. It's like rumors come and go, but people stay for life. Most do, but some people try to waste your time. Cause when you've come so damn far, they try to take your shine. That's why I keep my circle tight, it's just a state of mind. Me and my dreamers coming straight out of Great Britain. The generation is just trying to make a great difference. We stay winning cause we stay driven. It's like we're all just different kids but with the same vision. Cause everybody's trying to find a diamond in the rubble. While they're busy doing that, we're all grinding on a hustle. We came from the bottom and now we all ride big. And we done it all ourselves cause we're DIY kids. We're DIY KIDs. If you wanna be heard, come and say your piece. We're DIY KIDs. If you do it your way, come and take my lead. We're DIY KIDs. If you wanna be heard, come and say your piece. We're DIY KIDs. If you do it your way, come and take my lead. Don't focus on the streets, we just focus on the grind. They provoke us to notice that we just focus all the time. Ain't down with regulations, but the only rule is work. Believe me when I tell you that we're flying with the birds. We're doing what we love, soon the peas are coming with it. We don't care about the money, we just live it how we live it. Anybody tells you different, we'll just play them at the park. Success is our revenge, we always make it from the heart. We're always motivated by the things we never had. What's a dream without a wish and what's a goal without a plan? When we got a vision, yeah, you know we make it happen. And even under pressure, we can recognize a pattern. Cause everybody trying to find a diamond in the rubble. While they're busy doing that, we're all grinding on a hustle. We came from the bottom and now we all ride big. And we done it all ourselves cause we're DIY kids. We're DIY KIDs. If you wanna be heard, come and say your
Chipmunks fire a lie. That's fire a lie. Couple of you start doing this thing, but when they hear me, they like fire a lie. Like show Chipmunks fire a lie. What's going on, ladies and gentle beans? What's going on, CC, Coils, Josh, Shane, and anybody else that's inside? How we doing? Little means like, I'm Chip, did it Chip, I'm fire. Oh, I thought that was my bottle of Zen. But what it is a bottle of the Flavour Smiths Sponge Cake Extra that I've had in my bag since I decided that I was going to try and make a cake flavour. But I haven't actually done anything with it, and I probably need to turn it down a bit. Hold tight, my Chipmunk fans. And I'm talking old school Chipmunk fans. I'm talking League of My Own Chipmunk fans. 16-year-old Chipmunk fans. When he was at his best, in my humble opinion. Right, so that's not my Zen. I need my Zen. I lied there, not fight. Oh! Hashtag not bitter bags. Available via me. Just ask me if you want one. And I'll sort you one out. I'll have them available tomorrow during the Text Live Black Friday event. Holla. Very, very handy. Ask Josh, he knows. Here's my Zen. I'll have some bottles of Zen available as well, yeah. So if you've been considering trying some CBD vapes, they'll be available tomorrow on the e-cig shop Black Friday live event, ladies and gentle beings. Let me just load this up and have a few toots and get ready. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just testing more flavors this time, man. Zen is good. It certainly is, man. It is, man. Do you know whilst... I'll try and stay on for as long as I can find it. The dentist has managed to take out 2 teeth. They've been giving me grief. Oh, wait, 2 teeth? What are you talking about? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, got 5 teeth out of my mouth. And brush my teeth at least twice a day, more times 4 times a day. I've got toothbrush in my bag that I take to work and everything because my teeth Like, they don't look bad, but apparently they're terrible. Apparently, like, they're thin, I grind them when I sleep too much, they're fucked. And my dentist told me the other day when I went for my routine checkup, so you're still eating loads of sweets, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, but I'm brushing loads. It's like, brushing can't help you anymore, bro. You've gone beyond the point brushing can help you. You just need to stop eating sweets, otherwise your teeth are just gonna crumble away. And I'm like, what do you mean crumble away? It's like, your enamel is that thin, you're fucked. Like, so I've not eaten many sweets the last couple of days, but I mean, as soon as I next get like a little burst of depression or low mood or whatever, I'm gonna smash for a whole bunch of chocolate and sweets again, because that's what I do. I mean, some people take pharmaceutical antidepressants. I eat a bag of Skittles. Same thing, man. Same thing. But yeah, so that's all to look forward to. So how is everybody anyway? To my gear, right? What are you talking about? Yes, Jake. What are you saying, brother? To my gear. Oh, too much gear. No, it's not even that. And I would never gum it anyway. I don't understand why people like gum drugs. It's like just get a full portion if you're gonna do it, innit? But nah, I'm not a gear person. Smoked a lot in my time. Smoked an awful lot in my time, but when it comes to gear, the lab made stuff, you know, that sort of powdered stuff of any form, whether that be pressed or in powder form, not the biggest fan. Need to be really in the mood for it. I like to chill rather than go high, but yeah. Never gum it. My friend told me it's bad. Oh, fuck, your friend. Bro, you have no friends. That's how I know you're lying. Right, so I'm your only friend, and I never told you that, bro. Right, so let me put on... I want to go for something different this time. I'm going to go for a different playlist. Light up. Light up anybody right now. Right, we'll just listen to a little bit of Chippy, and then while I get everything ready, and then... Get light up. Boy, better know that. Boy, better know that. Light up, light up, light up, light up, light up. Oh god, I haven't listened to this album. Like, well, I have actually. I've been listening to it for the past couple of days. But prior to the last couple of days, I hadn't listened to it in like over a decade because it wasn't available on Spotify until recently. And boy, it takes me back to when I was in tracksuits, robbing random people in Nottingham for their phones, selling them to the local takeaway guy. Jeez, good times. I'm not into all of that anymore. I grew out of it, don't worry. But we all do silly things when we're young and grow up in Nottingham. Right, okay, so let's go for this playlist. Let's see how this playlist does me tonight. It's a little bit more chill than the other ones, alright? Well, most of them are anyway. Alright, so we're carrying on with the testing. We've got a whole bunch of empty bottles from the unit. Bottles. And don't worry, if anybody like Nat, if you're watching, I didn't steal them. These were donated to us for free by Cole Fairbrother at Exceptional Vapes. Thank you very much. I thought he was being really generous, but I then later learned that the nibs just keep popping off. So when you're filling up, they just fly off. But I learned that's just because he wasn't leaving them in there long enough, because it hasn't happened to me. But only when I've like put it on and then went to use it straight away, they would fly off. But if you leave it, your liquid to steep in it, and then come back to it after some time, it doesn't happen. So yeah. Love that line, growing up in Nottingham. That's what you're doing it. I grew up in Gedling, bro. Gedling, Snenton, Netherfield, Colton, just around NG4. And you know, if you're a young adult male growing up in NG4 in Nottingham, and you're not out there like portraying that you're like a hard bad man, then you're getting done over by the people trying to portray that they're hard bad man. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be on the giving end of it rather than the receiving end. Alright? And that's what it was. There's a clip of me on YouTube that my wife posted me. Just getting both wisdom to. Ooh, put a link on, Josh. Put a link on, bro. I want to see that. Yeah. Put a link on and I'll share it on the stream. So we can all watch it together and laugh in your pain, bro. Right. So, I need to get ready. Where's my... This I got my Shane mod. Got my so what are you guys using? Let's do that. Let's do the typical, what do they call it on the Saturday show? The buffet. Let's do the buffet. I've got Slim Pro with Zen. That's not turned on. There we go. Slim Pro, Zen. Billet box KB2 Evo, and I've got something that I need to top up with it really. It's the King's Crest, one of the King's Crest tobacco flavors. They're really, really nice. But I need to top that up. And I've also got my this rage-inducing thing. I have rewrapped my Molicel battery with a black Mixology battery wrap because it matches a bit better. But it still, look, it still manages to rip it. Can you see that little nick just there? That there is still, even though these battery wraps are thin as hell. Thin as hell. And I was chatting to somebody in another Facebook group today that's got one of the standard versions. And they've noticed that with the Molicel batteries, you got to ram it in there. And they also noticed that the battery bay is quite sharp. So when I do actually finally get round to doing my YouTube video on this, I think Vpon, they're going to fall out with me. Because they're expecting me to say really nice things about it, but I don't really have... Well, it works. It works. It does what it's supposed to do. But other than that, like everything else about it is kind of frustrating. Where is it? There it is. There he is, right, you can go away. I'm going to top up my billet, and in this, I've got the Cricked V2 Borrow Tank with my Gourmet Fruits Aromax, which is nearly finished. Sad times, sad times. Let me just top this back up because I am really enjoying it. And I've got a 1 ohm, well it should be 1 ohm, but it's coming out a bit lower. 0.9 ohm Redbeard Mouth to Lung Alien, which is a very, very good alien coil. Doesn't crackle and pop like the rest of his Borrow coils do, but this is a really high ohm one, so. Hey. And we're gonna have a few toots on this whilst I re-wick. I need to re-wick this because I don't think I've re-wicked it before I finished yesterday. And get testing some flavours, get bottling them for people to try when I finally get around to sorting that out. But there is only a real little bit in each of these, like a real little bit. It looked like it was more than that in, actually, there's enough for people to try it. I don't care. I don't care. Pineapple rasp, where's that one? There it is. Why is there so much in that one but so little in this one? Well, that's really annoying, but I'll sort that out. I'll sort that out another time. Alright, so let's get the old toolkit out. Yeah, so what are you guys using anyway? Falling out of love with the Rift. Ooh, Stubber 21 with the Odd Job and running some Lidiox Britannia. Jesse's Blues in your Tita AIO. Don't get the version 2 of it, Shane, alright? You're in Bilborough. In Aspley. Nice. Right, put that down, get rid of this bad boy. Why did you fall out with the Rift? What's up with it? I mean, I didn't like it because it had an exposed battery. I know this one's got an exposed battery, but I was expecting to get an RBA with it, which is the main reason I bought it, which I didn't get with it, which I'm not bitter about. I'm not going to get into that anyway, I spoke about it yesterday, but the Stubby 21, probably my favourite. I prefer my Stubby 21 to my billet box, I'm not going to lie. Just that 21700 battery life in it. I want to get the DNA board for mine, but they're about £100, aren't they? Unnecessarily about £100. They probably actually cost them about £4, but you know.
I used to know this nigga Sonny, he was ironically dark, never consumed by.
That's one of the best opening lines to any song I've ever heard, right? I used to know this N-bomb. I used to know this N-bomb Sonny, who was ironically dark. That's how the guy opened the track. Loyal Kana is a bad man. Fucking genius. I used to know this nigga Sonny, he was ironically dark. Cheers! Using Cotton Gods because I've used it for years and I'm referencing flavors. I need to use what I know, which is why I'm on the Pixie RDA using Cotton Gods. Stars and shines and hearts on down with the medal. So anybody else telling me what they're on? Some What the Raz going through the Odd Job and the T to X, Aramaxi Gummy in the Vaporesso XR Max, and Strawberry Fog in the OBS. Battery life, power, you get me? Definitely. But what happened with the Rift? Why did you fall out of it, CC? And what do you think to What the Raz? What do you feel to What the Raz, Billy? That's one of mine, that is. I'm pretty certain that's one of mine. That's available at the e-cig shop. Pretty sure it is one of mine. Fairly certain. I can't remember now. If you like that, you should also try that guy's Raspberry Cream. And it's probably a good time to try it if you mix, because it's only available as a concentrate, but all concentrates are currently 28% off at the e-cig shop, www.theecigshop.uk, using code BF28. But if you're not in the UK, don't try it because we don't ship abroad, I am afraid. Alright? Looking down a bit more. Am I coming through alright? Is the music too loud? You hearing me okay? Is everything good? I got 2 pack of Cotton Gods you can have. Why? Just use them, bro. Just use them, man. Just use them, brother. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Nice. And when I say one of mine, I mean one of my actual flavors. I never developed all the flavors of mixology. No, I'm not that good. I never did all of them, but I think that's actually one of the ones that I developed. I'm pretty certain. But Raspberry Cream, I definitely know is one of mine because I was quite pleased with the result. To be fair. What I find interesting is when people are like, with their cotton, it's like, there isn't any cotton I've tried that I don't like. There is cotton that I prefer, but there isn't any cotton that I wouldn't use, if that makes sense. Like, okay, Cotton Gods is my favorite, but if you gave me cotton bacon, I'd use it, even though I prefer another bit of cotton, because none of them are bad enough to not use, if that makes sense. Or am I just missing something? Like, I've never used any cotton that is that bad I don't want to use it. I would just keep hold of it until, like, as an emergency stash of cotton or something, innit? I mean, most people that I find that are like, oh, I don't like this cotton because XYZ, they've got political reasons to rave about other cotton. Like the Saturday Show guys and the SX Mini, Pure Max. Like, they was all like, it's the best thing since sliced bread, it's the best thing since sliced bread, but you're all biased. You're all fucking biased. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I don't see many of you using it anymore, so... You know what I mean? So, like, all cotton is just... I wouldn't be surprised if it's all the same stuff, just packaged differently and marketed differently, and people are like, nah, this one's better than this one. But it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. I can't vape bacon as it makes me cough. So what do you use, bro? That's the most common. That's the most common cotton gas. Right. So, what I'm gonna do now is decide. Well, I need some more of that. I need some more of that. That CBD hit just washed over me, and I want some more of that. Right. I got lemon, lime, and raspberry. I'm hoping that one's good. I got straw melon gum, and I got gomo gomo, and that's one that I'm gonna pass out as a sample, I reckon, when I'm not being so tight and want to give people more. I think I'll only do 2 bottles of samples, because when I do it, split them into 3, there's just not enough to warrant like somebody trying, I don't think. So which of those appeals to you guys the most? The Gomo Gomo, which is just a gummy. I tried to just make a plain gummy-ish thing. Straw melon gum, strawberry melon and bubble gum. And then lemon lime and raspberry. And that's the version 3 of that. And while you guys are letting me know, I will get up the recipes so I can know exactly what I'm doing. Here we go. Jeez. Easy. Pow. I'm pretty sure I put the vanilla bean raspberry in the like sack it off pile. Let's move that over. Because I must have because it's not there anymore. So put that in the old one. Move that one to selected. Alright then. It's gonna be a melting cherry donut. I made a cherry donut. The fuck? Notifications. Philip McKay, the guy that likes everything I post, but I've never spoke to him. Don't know if he's even a real person. I reckon he's a Facebook plant, that guy. Right. Let's see what you guys have said regarding the. I don't really use the Pure Max anymore. Always pick up my Slim when going out. Yeah, no, I mean, where is my? I've got my Pure Max in my bag. What was I had in it last? I had Nick Evans Neon Sauce Slimer in it, which I was really, really enjoying. But I just forget about it. I just forget about my Pure Max. Even though it gives you the best flavour of all pod kits, I just still find myself going for my Slim more than anything. Right, let's go with straw melon gum because that's the one you said first, Mr. Billy. Let's, here he is. So, it was mixed on the 9th of October. Slim is the king. Have you seen, speaking of the Slim, right, OXVA, they keep putting up this post. 5 days. What are they saying? There's, let's have a quick look. Right. I'm going to show you a picture of it actually because I know it's just another Slim and I didn't want to be negative about the post because I'm already in a little bit of I'm on thin ice with OXVA due to posts and stuff that I've done in the past, but let me find that post because I've got things I wanna like. This says, oh, can you guess what it's gonna be? And I'm like, it's clearly a Slim Pro 2, but they're going on like it's something revolutionary. Right, there we go. OXVA UK to see. Come on, there we go. Where's that post? Here we go. Oh, not the Thanksgiving thing. Oh, it's not there. Right, there's a mysterious post, right? It's all mysterious. Everything's fogged out. And there's a picture of what looks suspiciously like a Slim Pro 2. And they're talking about it's the next generation of vape device. You're going to find out in 5 days how we're going to revolutionize things. It's just a Slim Pro 2 with a number 5 on the bottom of the device. I'm putting money on it. Like I want to know what it is, but I reckon they're just blowing it all out of proportion again, as they like to do in it. Like with the V Prime, they were going on like this is going to be something major and It's just a Vaporesso Lux with an animated display. That's what it is. So yeah, like in the Minikin, to be fair. I've got a Minikin, never used it. I heard very good things, but the thing with the Minikin, I reckon, is the coils won't be around for too much longer. Just like a lot of pod kits that come out and go and disappear. As moders haven't been active for a long time, they pop back up with this pod kit. I reckon, like, even if it's a really good device, give it another 6-7 months, coils are going to be just non-existent. Because it hasn't become a top seller. If that's what manufacturers are doing now, they'll release a product, and if it isn't like the best selling product in its class, fuck off the flipping pods. Unless it's a long running series of devices, but the Minikin pod kit isn't, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, this one's a 50 VG rather than a 60 for some reason. And mixed on the 9th of October this year. And let's have a quick look at what I've chucked in it. Straw melon gum, this is the version 4. Where are you? There we go. Everything's taking ages to open. Am I on the Wi-Fi here? I am. Let's get off the Wi-Fi. There we go. Alright, that should speed things up a bit. So we've got a bit of bubblegum, we've got a bit of honeydew melon, we've got a bit of TFS strawberry shisha, we got the gummy bear, and we got a little touch of that vanilla cream extra because I was adamant that's what is needed to get what I need out of the gummy, but I just can't get what I want out of the gummy. In my head, I know what I want to taste, and unfortunately, the TFS gummy bear, even though it's absolutely delicious, it's when I'm mixing it with other things, it's just not hitting like I want it to hit. So it's frustrating. Speaking to Edit Expo, and they'll have an RBA in the works. Good. That's what they need. They need an RBA in the works. It needs to be a good one, though. It needs to be a good one, though. Right. So let's give it a sniff. See what it's smelling like. It smells green. If that makes sense. It smells a bit green. The combination of the melon and the bubblegum, and the bubblegum has like a greenness to it, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you know what I mean when I say green, you know what I mean? But yeah, the bubblegum has like a greenness to it at the best of times, and that melon's just sort of bolstering that, if that makes sense. And I'm drinking apple and pear green tea. Good shit. Alright, and this actually doesn't taste too bad. But of course it doesn't taste too bad on the knuckle test. It never does. Bang. Right, so it's a song about blazing the guns. Let's turn that off because it's got Mr. Traumatic in, and I really don't like Mr. Traumatic as an artist. I feel like all of his lyrics are he's got from ChatGPT. Yeah, that's what worries me. Plus 800 mAh, the replacement battery is available. Yeah, that's why they pitched it as you could swap your battery. Yeah, no, they did say that it was modular, and then like everybody other than that's the problem with it. They said it was modular, and then it took everybody that bought one to say it doesn't work like that. They should have come out themselves and said it. That really put me off. Like, if something doesn't go to plan, cool. But when you just don't mention it yourselves, that's always a bit of a worry. It's like, what are you hiding? Why are you hiding the truth, man? Why are you hiding the truth? Right, so we've got 0.43 ohms on a coil in an atomizer on a mod with juice on it. Let's go. You know what? First hit, surprisingly good, but the strawberry needs more strawberry. Right, I've got 1.25 of the honeydew melon in there, and as we all know, the melon is strong. The honeydew melon is strong with TFS, so it's present, but I probably would bump it up to like 1.5, and then that would be sweet. Let's see what notes I've said put on it, because when you use too much of that bubblegum, it's like it burns. If that makes sense. I don't know what it is, but when you use too much of the TFS bubblegum, it's a very good bubblegum, but if you use it over like a certain amount, which I haven't established exactly what it is yet, it seems to just burn. And not like burnt out coil, it's like the flavour is burnt, like that's what it's trying to be. So it's not like the coil's burnt, it just, the flavour's burnt. So you got to be careful with how much of it you use. Ah, right. Watermelon doesn't seem to do much. Remove then increase the honeydew melon, which is potent, so not much needed. Vanilla cream is nice, but not as intended. Way too present. Reduce in the next mix. Minikin, the Starmer of the vape world. Jesus Christ, that's a bit extreme. That is a bit extreme. I won't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, definitely not. Oi. Right, okay, it's dropped. I can chill out now. No, it doesn't taste burnt now. I mean, I had to reduce it, innit? When I first used it, I think I used it like 10%, and it just tastes burnt. It doesn't taste burnt now, but I want more of it. But if I put more of it in, it's likely to start doing that burnt taste, innit? Which is really, really frustrating. It's another one of those flavors where it tastes nice. I'm enjoying the flavor. I'm enjoying what's going off on my palate, but I'm not picking out a lot of anything that's supposed to be in there, if that makes sense. I can tell, like, if someone said to me there's bubblegum in there and I tried it, I'm like, yeah, there is, but there's not a lot of it. If someone said there's melon in there, I'm like, yeah, there is, but there's not a lot of it. If someone said there's strawberry in there, I'd be like, is there? Someone told me there was gummy bear in there, I'd be like, yeah, there is, but there's not a lot of it. But then once you combine it all together, there is a lot of flavour, but not a lot of, if that makes sense. Like, there's not a lot of any one of the individual components of it, but when you combine them all, it tastes like there's a lot of flavour in there, but it's very undefined flavour. You want to be able to taste exactly what is supposed to be on the label. Any liquid that I make, at least anyway, I want to be able to go, yeah, that's a bubblegum with this and that. That's this with blah, blah, blah. But you just can't do it. You just can't do it. I think what I want to start doing with the TFS flavours, just to be sure that I've not fucked up here, is use them at far lower amounts to see how they play. Because I went straight into this thinking, right, I want that disposable level of flavour without that disposable sweetness. And I'm using like what I thought would be sort of like the limitation of the flavours that I could use. So if they recommend it up to 10, I'm using it at 9 or 10%. But I might get better results if I use it at 4 or 5% or 2 or 3%. And you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna have to change up how I'm using these flavours, I reckon. But with how that one is off the first impression, I am happy to send that one out for people to give us some feedback on. Yeah, so let's divvy this up between just 2 bottles. Come on, Ryan, get the nozzle off. There we go. Jesus. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I don't need a lot of it myself, so I've already tried it. Let me make some notes. So I know what I've done with this particular mix. My ELR. The morning after, the night before. So what you gonna do? So how many of you, speaking of that Starmer guy, how many of you voted for them and now regret that? I mean, I can't speak. I never voted for any of them because I don't trust any fucker. I don't care what party you are. I reckon we should vote for individual politicians to be in individual positions, not a whole group of politicians to run everything, if that makes sense. If the system could change, so we want this guy as the Prime Minister, but then this guy to be the Chancellor, and we want this guy to do with Border Patrol or Border and shit, and we want this individual guy, and it can each individual person doing each individual job can be from a different party. But having one group of like-minded people doing everything is never going to please everybody. It's going to be as far away from pleasing as many people as possible, where if we had, personally, like somebody like Nigel Farage dealing with flipping border stuff, somebody, well, I would have said somebody from Labour dealing with like the Treasury and stuff, but as we've just seen, maybe not now that they've come into power and done what they've done. But that's the system that I think could work. But what do I know? I don't vote, so I'm not allowed to talk about it. Oh, sorry, I didn't vote. I will vote next time. But yeah. So, right. Pleasant. So it's a nice flavour. Nice flavour, but not defined enough. Will bottle to send out for feedback. But not defined enough. Strawberry is not there at all. Can't pick up any S berry. There we go. So I will save that so I know what are Guanski, and then put the caps on these. Boop, boop, boop. Blockeye. Blockeye. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Cheese. Cheese. Yep. Right. What is this one? It's straw melon gum. Shooter. And this is a 50 VG. Straw melon gum 50 VG. Kill him with the bass. Right, okay. So that's a straw melon gum done. That can go over right yeso now. There was two more flavours. We've now got Gomo Gomo, which we'll do next because I think it was Billy that said we'll do that, the straw melon gum, then the Gomo Gomo, so we'll do that. Didn't vote for the same reason. I've never voted in my life. I voted, you know what, I only got myself on the electoral register earlier this year simply because I wanted to improve my credit score. I've never had credit and I've never been in debt. I've never done anything bad to ruin my credit rating, but I've never had any credit. And I need to start working towards that if I want to like save to get a house rather than just living in a one-bedroom flat until I die and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? I want to buy a car, gonna need finance for that. So, got myself a credit card, starting to build that credit rating, and then went on Clear Score. And it was just like, oh, you could do this to improve your credit score, improve that. The only thing I can do now is get on the electoral register. Well, the only thing I could have done most recently is get on the electoral register. So I did it. But I ain't gonna vote. I'm just gonna moan about the state of the country and not vote. You get me? Complain that I want my country back. I want my country back. That was never mine to begin with. Yeah. I want the country I stole back from the people that I claim are stealing it from me. Fucking right-wing people are funny, aren't they? They are funny. Remember that clip where the guy was like, oh, the Muslims are coming with their ray guns. That's one of the best right-wing clips I ever recall seeing. Like, what are you talking about, ray guns, you don't know? I love speaking to right-wing people anyway because they think I'm white, and then I explain that I'm mixed race, and the look on their face whenever I do that, it's like I've just shook the hands of a guy with black blood in him. Like, yeah, you did, bro. You did. You was being nice to me. You're not racist. Shame. Haha. Call me that undercover brother. Yeah. Right, let's go. What's the other one they call me? I'm the undercover brother. Call me incognito. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have said that on the internet, but it's too late now, isn't it? Too late now. Too late. People love that one though. Every time anybody hears me say that for the first time, they tend to laugh a lot. Toolkit, scissors. So next one is the Gomo Gomo, and I think this one, to be fair, I am expecting to like, because if I remember correctly, it's there's like a good amount of vanilla in it, and I'm a sucker for vanilla, like I'm a sucker for raspberry. You get me? So let's have a look at that recipe. Let's go back to the recipes. The projects. Gomo. There it is. Is it version 2? It's version 2. 60 VG. It's just got a bit of sweetener. It's got a load of the gummy bear in. And it's got a bit of vanilla cream. So what I think I was just trying to do is just make a simple plain gummy bear using this bad boy. Had that once. My granddaughter is mixed race. Some random was looking at me like, how's that happened? Pissed me right off. What I love about it though is, like, I wish I could have a kid, but only for social experiments. I know that's kind of evil, which is why I don't have kids. But what I would do is have a child with a white woman and hope it comes out like with a darker skin tone, because there is a chance that could happen because of genetics. And just to see what, actually a friend of mine that lives in Nottingham, white woman, had kids with a black guy, she ain't with the black guy anymore, she's now with a white guy, kids clearly mixed race, and whenever they go out as a family, the way that people look at them like, have they kidnapped them kids or something? It's hilarious. I mean, give it some time, we're all going to be a dirty mix of everything, aren't we? There's going to be no purebreds left. I can't wait for that day. Can't wait for that day. It's a shame because I really like reggae music and can hang out with my black and mixed race friends and even my Asian friends, and we can appreciate reggae together in public. Hang out with a lot of my white friends. They don't like to be seen to be enjoying like reggae music in public, because they'll listen to it like behind closed doors and enjoy it, but like in public they won't. If they're driving, I'm in their car and they're driving, I'm like, yo, put this on, and it's some like proper reggae music. They're like, no, turn it off. It's just sort of like, I don't want people to think I'm a wigger. I'm like, just shut up, shut the fuck up, man. Right, so this one is the Gomo, just the plain gummy thing. Right. The vanilla cream is just ever so slightly too heavy. And I think reducing it by 0.2, it's in at 1.25%, the vanilla cream. But I think reducing that down to 1% isn't going to be enough of the vanilla cream, because it is doing, or I feel like it's attempting to get done what I've put it in there for. That's what? That's 60, 70, 18, 19.51, yeah. We all grew up listening to reggae, whether it was Bob Marley, UB40, Sanchez, Capleton, Conscience, flipping the Yellow Man. Like, we all grew up listening to reggae, man. Of some kind. Come on. I think, yeah, the 1.25 vanilla cream. It's not, I want it to be like a light vanilla cream in it rather than a heavier vanilla cream. And at that amount, it's feeling a little bit, it's not a heavy cream, but it's feeling a little bit heavier than I want it to be. Oh yeah, do us a favor, guys. If you haven't liked it, give like, just hit the button, please. Nice one. Oh, what am I talking about? Do the thing. There we go. Do the thing. Right. Nah, right, I'm sacking that one off. I'm sacking it off. Nah, I'm too far away, and I can't think what to do with it. To listen to a little bit of Beres Hammond. Yes, rude boy. I used to love chilling down the West Indian Club. Is the Marcus Garvey Centre still going in Nottingham, or has that been like shut down yet? Because like all manner of shit used to kick off there all the time. But I remember I went there once, And I went there with my dad. I've been running nose, expelling vapor out my nose too much, really. Yeah, my dad, black man, took me there. And I mean, they accepted me eventually. But you could tell, like, when I walked in, I was a bit like, who's the white you, innit? It was good times, Right, yeah, I'm sacking that one off. It's not that it's like terrible and it can't be saved. It's just that I can't tell what to do with it to get it to where I want it to be. And I can't be bothered to like to work at that one, if that makes sense. So that can now go in the old things. And you know what? This playlist list ain't doing it for me. I need my mixing playlist on. Some junglers. Talking of reggae, some old school classic vibes, yeah? Wait for it to kick up. For the drums and the bass to hit. Boom, boom, boom. Are you ready? Take it back now, we're all ridiculous. You know, I was hideous. Introduce what's a nickname, Nicholas. Come off Batman business. Call me ride the 8th, Philly headless. Doubly health rate 0. It's your own fault because you tried to play hero. Should have known that's the only role for me, bro. I'm the star for this reality show. Have I get ready, get set to watch me go. Ignorance is another light skinned negro. Like it does music, so what they all do. You don't know me, not like I know you. I got the mind of a mentalist. Take it easy because I know what's coming next. To stay blessed. But my face stays vexed. Make a boy think twice before he says, won't sit on my chest. I swing on my fist. I need to make sure you connect with this. Cheers! Right. So then the last one of this, and then we'll move on to the vanilla milks because I want to see what they are. It reminds me of GTA London 1969. Yes. I don't give a crap who you are and what kind of music you normally like. You can't listen to any music of like Caribbean origin, yeah, and it not just make you feel happy, bro. There is no like, there's no sad ska tunes, there's no sad reggae tunes, there's no sad dancehall tunes. It's just not possible, man. Boom, 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 boom. I actually finished writing for my most recent music project yesterday, in fact. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I never went live because the DIY e-liquid, UK DIY e-liquid mixing show does Wednesdays, I remembered last minute. And I don't really want to compete with those guys because I like them. So I decided to write the last verse to the music project that I'm currently working on. I work on it like for an hour every 3 weeks. But I finally finished off that last verse. I'm trying to get Nat to do the hook, write a hook, and sing the chorusy bit, but I don't know whether or not she will. But yeah, but my producer that I've got, the fella that I've got producing my beats, he likes to make dark trap beats. And I beggars can't be choosers, innit? Like, so I'm not gonna moan, like, you know, he's making me music and he's charging me very minimal money for the beats. So I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, I finished that yesterday. So I'm gonna start recording probably next week. Start recording and then start mixing and then get it sent over to the fella that I've got to master the tracks and then slap it on my Spotify account. Which I probably need to check on actually, because I think I need to renew that. I'm not gonna lie. Right. So this one is the lemon and lime raspberry. let's get this guy up. This is the version 3. 60 VG, mixed on the 9th of October. And it's got alpine raspberry, lime zest, raspberry jelly, sour lemon, sweet raspberry juice, gummy bear, and vanilla cream. I can do double and triple time. I can rap in double time, depending on the words. I can do triple time as well. I mean, as you'll probably see, if I'm drinking tomorrow on the live, the more I drink, the faster I get, and the less I do. But yeah, I can go quite quick. Right, this one's got promise. This one, I know what I want to do with it. I think. I know what I want to try next rather than I know what I want to do with it. Based on those few hits that I've had of it already. Helipad in the garden. Boy, I don't have a studio, but I do have a micro. Sorry. I've got pretty decent quality microphone. I've got soundproof boards that I wheel around me. Got a copy of FL Studio. I know how to use it. Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's a studio. This is my bedroom, really. Right, so this, the lemon lime with raspberry. Now, sour lemon from TFS is not easy to work with. I reckon sour lemon TFS, if you want to make like a lemon locket, because even though there's no, well, there might be menthol in it to be fair, but when I single flavor tested it, I was adamant, like, it just made me think of lemon lockets instantly. That very particular kind of lemon. So if you're trying to make something that's more sweety like, which is what I was edging for with this recipe, it's not the one. It has its place, but not in any application that I would want to use it for myself. And I've got it in here at 2.5%. It's the only lemon from TFS that I've got. I'm gonna put it in at 1.75. Oh wait, why am I just, no, don't change that, you dumbass. What are you doing? 2.5, that needs to stay. I'm changing the recipe before I've made notes and not adapted it. You donut. What did I say? So slightly reduce the vanilla cream, slightly increase the lime. May want to try leaving the lemon at 2.75 and the lime at 1 and increasing the raspberry instead. That is exactly what I was thinking to do, to be fair. Lower, but I want to lower the lemon, increase the lime, and then increase the raspberries. It was funny as me and my wife went to UB40 concert due to my wife's meds. Fell asleep 8 feet from the stage when the Wailers were doing their set. Hey! To be fair, I'm not a big fan of Bob Marley. I'm not a big fan of Bob Marley and the Wailers. I'm not into that kind of reggae. It's a bit boring reggae. It's like my dad's reggae. I like sort of more upbeat reggae, you know what I mean? Yeah. I much prefer dancehall reggae to traditional reggae, unless we're talking lovers rock, because I do love me a bit of Sanchez. And Tarrus Riley, one of my favourite reggae artists. Saw him, was it earlier this year? Yeah, saw him earlier this year at Reggae Land, and I'm going next year Reggae Land as well. Reggae Land, if you're a reggae fan, you need to get to Reggae Land. Next year we've got Capleton. I don't know if Tarrus Riley's coming back, but they've announced. Listen, the lineup already is just looking fire, absolute fire. And I got Capleton. Why? Anyway, the lemon is at the right amount for the level of lemon I want, but it's the wrong type of lemon. type of lemon, so we'll try reducing. Would like more lime, but I know the lime is very strong. The lime zest is very strong, and it's more like a lime zest. It is like a lime zest, like lime skin rather than lime flesh. So you need to be careful of how much of that one you use, in my experience. Let me see. I definitely need to up the raspberries. Yeah, definitely want to up them raspberries. And I've got that Neo Sweet, yes. I'm going to start using the Mixology Neo Sweet, which is neotame sweetener, instead of Mega Sweet. Mega Sweet has neotame in it, but I'm adamant. I haven't had that confirmed, but I'm adamant it has. But it's got a mixture of all kinds of sweetening agents in it. But to get the best out of it, you need to use it at like 2.5% plus, and that can take up quite a bit of space in the mix. Whereas Neo Sweet, you get away with like your typical amounts of sweetener, like 1% is plenty. So I'm gonna start using Mixology Neo Sweet moving forward. And I'm gonna stop trying to use the gummy beer in everything. Like more lime, and Def needs more raspberry. Def needs more raspberry. Right, cool. So that's the... Is it the 28th of the 11th? It's the 28th of the 11th. Fucking hell. It feels like just yesterday I decided to like move to Australia. And that was over a year ago, man. And here I still am in little old fucking Chesterfield, doing nothing with my life, and I am not bitter about that. What I am actually going to do, I reckon. No, right. I'll send this one out to try as well, and then, unless I get really positive feedback of people regarding the mixes that I've done, I'm now just going to move on from this project. I'm still going to be using vast majority of the flavors I'm going to be using as TFS, but I'm not going to limit myself to them. I think that's what's made it quite difficult, to be honest with you. I have never had much success coming up with a single recipe using only one brand of concentrates, ever. I've just never managed that. And that might be holding me back a little bit as well. So I'm going to look to not do that, basically. And this time around as well, I'm not going to take I'm not going to ask for any recommendations on what sort of profiles to go for, because I was hoping to come with some unusual profiles, but then the people that were giving me the ideas for the profiles are like, make a strawberry melon and bubblegum. Oh, because that's never been done before. Make a this and that. And I'm like, I want unusual shit in it. Like, I'm done with all of the standard shite. You get me? So this is the lemon lime raspberry V3. Lemon lime raspberry 3, and it's 60 VG. 60 VG. I hate my handwriting. I mean, not enough for it to really affect my psyche, but like, I just can't use a pen. I just can't. I'm just terrible with a pen. Right, so that's them two Dunsky. And let's have another sip, and then we're gonna try the vanilla milks, because I would love to use them in something because they're so cheesy. Make a cheesy vape. Anybody ever tried Yam's cheese milk? If that's still a thing, because that was one rank flavored e-liquid that I think I actually vaped like a full 2.5 bottles of it at one point but every single hit, I felt like it was disgusting. But then I went back for more. It was the weirdest thing. I'm like, this is clearly rank, but I just want more of it. I haven't seen it around for a long time. I can't even remember which brand it was, but it was like Big Juicy or something like that. But it was called Yams Cheese Milk. Hold tight you if you ever vaped that. Come on. Get rid of, I want that sizzling to stop so I know it's dried off. There we go. Now this is a fucking tune, ladies and gentlemen. Is it DRS? No, Lensman. I've live as well. They're not as good live as they are on Spotify. But yeah. Lensman, DRS, solid drum and bass vocalists. Right then, so we've got vanilla milk extra mixed at 4%, which I was told was way too much. And oh, what's happening here? Can you guys still see and hear me? Is that working? Is it still okay? Let's have a look. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. You guys can see me, right? What do you mean you're not receiving enough video? What are you talking about? Can somebody tell me if everything's alright or not? Like, It's still on me, yeah. Okay, there we go. Now all the warnings have just disappeared randomly. I've got a whole bunch of warnings coming up, and I don't know what happened. Do you know what it probably was? They don't like the music. All of my previous live streams have been limited in like most regions because I don't have the rights to the music I play in the background. Yeah, that smells kind of cheesy. Don't smell like milk, smells like cheese, bro. And I tell you something, old Bob from Drip Axe and the Flavor Smiths, when he saw me talking about how cheesy this concentrate was, he didn't like that. He didn't like that. He didn't. But then we established I was using way too much of it. Right. Which one do I want to go with first? Oof. I can't help but feel like the vanilla milk is going to be the one I prefer, and the vanilla milk extra is going to be the one that's way too cheesy. But I can tell you now, if you want to use these in any mix or anything like that to get a vanilla milk, then don't use them at over 1%. All right. Thank you guys for letting me know. That's muchly appreciated. All right, let's go. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. This would be great prank liquid. Cheesy, bro. It's cheesy, yo. Yeah, that's some cheesy shit. Hold tight all my Degs fans as well. Degs, D-E-G-S, another great vocalist over drum and bass if you like your liquidy, more relaxing drum and bass. Well, that's dried off now, I reckon. Yeah, he's nice and dry now. Right, let's go for the extra. And I reckon this is the one that's... I'm not really wicking, screw that. And this one it's very similar. It's just a bit drier. I don't even know what I could do with it. I don't even know what I could do with them. Does anybody want these mixes? Now that I've vaped them, my intrigue has been satisfied. I was just very intrigued after smelling them, finger testing them, and feeling they were very cheesy. But does anybody want these themselves? It's mixed at 50-50-ish, 4%. Mixed on the 21st of October, so very well steeped. Anybody wants it? Anybody want them? Let me know, and I can put them in an order, or you can pay for delivery just to get them sent out to you, like whenever if you really want to. But they're there. Holla at your boy. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a vape break, have some Zen, hit some of the other flavors, and then I'm going to get creative with it and start. Actually, no. Just in case, I got the drunken mix ones in it. The drunken mixer. The drunken mix. I should mix like that, innit? Yeah, it's my drunken kung fu style, innit? Watch lots of old school martial arts movies, mate. And The Drunken Master was one of my favourites. That old Jackie Chan classic, man. Alright, so hopefully the vanilla milk cheese doesn't. The vanilla cheese. That's what it is. It's vanilla cheese. It tastes like vanilla cheese, man. It's not for you. Come on, Shane. Don't be a wuss. Don't be a wuss. It's that sort of flavour that I imagine. I mean, I don't know if you've ever vaped a flavour that if you live with somebody that doesn't vape and you're vaping inside, it's usually creamy flavours and yogurty flavours. They walk in and they're like, that smells disgusting. That is definitely going to be one of those flavours. And mine classic. What do you mean classic? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So we've got funky plum, I've got cherry donut, I've got mango raspberry, and I've got cherry blue sherbs, apparently. Which of those sounds most appealing to the apparently only 3 of you that are watching right now? When I got all those errors, everything just dropped off. Everything just dropped off. I mean, I was at like, what? I think I was at like 8, and it's just dropped to 3. So I think YouTube just don't like... Oh, it's one of your... Oh, yeah, Drunken Master. Classic movies, man. The classics. I think YouTube just didn't like the fact that I was playing music I don't have the rights to play. But, is what it is. I'm not bitter. That can go away. I've got a message on Facebook and it's from somebody and Lee Barker. Right, so somebody I don't know is trying to send me a message request. I'm not going to look at that. D. Evans has sent me a message. He probably wants something that I don't have. There's certain people I hear from, and I only ever hear from them when they've got issues. And since the Bearded Vapor Wales group sort of died off a little bit, he became one of those guys. Love him, cool guy, but gotta be in a work mode to answer calls from him, and I'm not in work mode right now. So which one are we going for, ladies and gents? Cherry blue sherbs, funky plum, mango rasp, and it says FJ on there as well for some reason, or the cherry donut, cherry blue ras. Yeah, of course it sounds good. It's got blue in it. Gah. Do you know what? I should try making a blue raspberry flavour. Should I do it? I'm gonna make a blue raspberry flavour. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Next time I mix, remind me. Gotta be a blue raspberry. Just because I think it will be quite entertaining if I make a blue raspberry flavour and then make it available for people to purchase somehow after all of my ranting about how blue raspberries melting people's brains and turning them into zombies. The lyrics are fucking genius, this tune. Like, lyrical genius. It's like, what's that Wiley lyric? Might be one like, I wonder if I could. No telling who's gonna drop my new style like. Yeah, where is Franny? Oh, yeah. Franny just comes and goes as she pleases. Franny's like a cat. Franny is so much like an outdoors cat that you have. In that she's here, she's around, she's doing her thing, she lives with you, she's cool. And then you won't see her for ages. And then she'll come back for a day or two and be around like she's never been gone. And then she'll fuck off and go to her other flipping home. She lives between the e-cig shop and Exceptional Vapes. And I'm not bitter about that, right? Between the legs? What are you talking about? Franny, you donut. Right, that actually smells quite nice. That actually smells quite nice, people. Let's have a look at the recipe, people. Did I make notes for the raspberry? Definitely needs more raspberry. Let me make it. I didn't bottle for feedback. I need to make a note that I bottled that for feedback. Bottled for feedback. Bang. Voila. Do you know what YouTube needs? YouTube needs an @everyone. Like they have on Facebook. Does that work? Let's have a look. Does that even work? @everyone. So it doesn't. So it tags everybody that is sub to me. And if you're not sub to me, can you hurry up and sub to me, please? What am I on? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs, just so I can see what the monetization when it comes to vaping is like on YouTube. I think I'm on like 740 or something now. And I can't wait until I overtake the Saturday show guys. They don't know this, but I'm secretly competing with them. They was ahead of me in subs, and I was like, right, that's my goal. I need to beat them. And then once I beat them, I'm gonna look at somebody else and try and beat them. So, yeah. I love those guys, but like I feel like I can advance with them, so I'm gonna compete with them in it. I didn't see the R in there. Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. You know what, right? It just tastes like I've got a mouth full of chewy sweets of all different flavours, and you can't really pick any one of them out, but it's just a nice sweet experience in your gob. So yeah, I should probably pull up the recipe. That's what I wanted to do and I didn't. So that's now sorted out. Let's go to my recipes. Let's go to the recipe folder where I'll put all of this stuff. Cherry blue sherbs mixed on November the 3rd. So it said some time. 60 VG. Let's have a contrast. Let's have a drink and then a contrasting flavour vape first. Lemon lime raspberry free. Lemon lime raspberry free. Right, okay. Jeez. Right, okay. Let us go. Like opal fruits. Are you just like an old man? Call him Starburst, rude boy. That's not bad. And it vapes. It vapes just like I said. It vapes just like I said. It's like a mouthful of chew sweets. Here's a gross way to explain how it tastes. Imagine you got a mouthful of opal fruits of all different flavors because you're an old man apparently, right? And it's making you salivate. And it's making you get all dribbly. Now imagine, this is going to be gross, but just imagine it. Imagine you're getting all that salivation or whatever and you're collecting it in a receptacle. And then you throw the sweets out of your mouth, but then you drink that. Then you drink all that saliva that fell out your gob. That's what I imagine this tastes like. Nobody landed on the moon, you liar. The only person that's on the moon is on Mars, that guy from the Anunnaki. If you're into the Anunnaki theory of our origins, which I very much am. That face on Mars, Anunnaki, baby. It's just another one though. It's nice. I'm liking the sensation, the flavour sensation I'm getting. No, I agree with Josh. There'll always be opal fruits, OG lag. I'll just move on with the times, you old men. Alright? Just move on with the times. You're going on like you guys like eat Werther's Originals on a regular basis. You're old men. Stop it. Right, Starburst. It even sounds better. What the hell is opal anyway? What does that even mean? What does it mean? Someone Google it. Yes, my brother Horatio. Blue Raz ice cream would be good. Do you really think so? Long live the marathon bar. I don't think I'm old enough for a marathon bar. I only remember those as Snickers, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to do just a straight blue raspberry. So blue raspberry ice cream. Any other ideas for a blue raspberry that I could have a blast at? I'm gonna make some notes about this one. Because it's nice again, but it's just not refined, it's not defined enough, it's frustrating. So this is the 28th of the 11th, 2-4. Nice flavour sensation overall. Ugh, this is a bit of a sad one. I've got to learn to love myself so I can be happy. Shut up, you mardy bastard. Right, this is a banger though. Bit of Congo natty. But not defined, like a mouth full of various fruit chews, various flavour fruit chews. But this year, I think that's the problem with like making fruit pastels and fruit chew flavors and stuff like that. And sucking off a Cadbury's flake ad. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I don't remember the advert, but I remember watching something on TV that was going back over old controversial adverts. And apparently it was the Cadbury Flake Bar was the first sort of confectionery advert where in the advert, as the person's eating it, you saw the model put their tongue on the chocolate bar as it was entering their mouth. And apparently back in the day that was just like way too sexy for TV, and they got a load of backlash for it. And now you've got fucking like teenagers twerking and spreading cheeks on flipping TV. How times change, eh? How times change. Spreading cheeks. I don't know what. Yeah, the crunchy bar, you know, spreading cheeks with some teenagers. That would sell some crunchies though. But yeah, like people that do fruit pastels and fruit chew flavors and whatever, they always like, oh, it's the purple fruit chew or it's the orange fruit pastel, because you can't really make like, it's too muddled. You know what I mean? You don't really taste anything in particular when you've got a mouthful of various flavors. But that's what that's close to. Even though it's only got cherry and blue raspberry in there. And I suppose the gummy bears are mixed as well. Maybe where you're from, Horatio, but in the UK, you need 1,000 subs, you need 1,000 subs, and then there's other criteria last I looked. So once you've got 1,000 subs, and then there's like 3 or 4 other things, and you need to tick 2 of them, and one of them is over 1,000 minutes watch time across all of your videos, which I think I would have done by now. And some other blah de blah blue blue, I'm not quite sure, but yeah. Spreading cheeks. What do you mean, bro? I'm just spreading cheeks, mate. Just spreading cheeks so I can fit the chocolate bar in there for the advert. Proper granddad sweets then. Should get some what? Werther's Original? Werther's Original? Don't get them. Pedo pebbles, mate. Is what. Don't start eating pedo pebbles, man. Oh gosh, yeah. If you get some, I want to see a picture of you eating them, bro. Right. So yeah, let me bottle that up for somebody as well. Right, Senator Fruit Chews. So fruity sweet lovers may get on with this one. Bottled for feedback. This is a banger as well. Do you know what? I need to learn how to DJ, because in terms of like tune selection, I am banging at that. Oh, you know what? That's happening. I don't care. And I know this one is. Oh, that's what happens with these a lot. Look, watch this, watch this, watch this. This keeps happening. So, if you do receive any of the samples, just be aware that that might happen, alright? So go steady, go steady. The last thing you need when you're filling up is it just to go everywhere. So yeah, just go steady. I'll leave that one over there, and I'll get the caps on there. So what was it called again? Cherry Blue Sherbs or something like that? Yeah, Cherry Blue Sherbs. Cherry Blue Sherbs, and it's a 60 VG. Bang. Right, so that's 3 more of them done. You know what? What time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm gonna do one more flavour. What time I go live? At 7. So yeah, it's been about an hour and a half, and I'm getting hungry. So I'm gonna order a Nando's tonight. I reckon. I'm gonna get a spicy rice bowl and a side of peri chips. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try one more flavour. I was 7 minutes behind and I didn't realise it. We've all been there, man. I feel like I'm 7 minutes behind all the time, bro. Don't worry about it. But you made it, Horatio, and that's what's important, fella. If I ever have a child, I'm going to call it Horatio. Not because of you specifically, but I just think it's a sick sounding name. If I ever have a child, it's going to have a Japanese name or Horatio. It's going to be called something like Kazizaki or something like that, because that just sounds cool as fuck. You know what I mean? Kazisaki. You know what I mean? You don't want to fuck with that guy, Kazisaki. He sounds like a fucking knife. But Horatio also sounds proper cool. Cool. That's the sign language for proper cool. Right, one more. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Cherry donut, mango rasp, Franny Jane, or funky plum. Which one's next? Come on. Bloody latency. Just longing things out. Let me re-wick while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me. First come, first serve. Tell me which one. Ugh. The amount of like e-liquid splatter that is on my door from flicking it is mad. You've always named the one Winston. Chill, Winston. Wasn't the only Winston. Winston is such an old Jamaican man's name. It's unbelievable. Like when I lived in London, and I would go to my dad's garage in South London on the weekends. He would take me to work with him. Brixton, heavily black populated, lots of pubs, and there was no toilet in the garage. We used to have to go to like the pub just around the corner, and there was always like the stereotypical old Jamaican brother in there. It wasn't always the same guy, but it seems like if you're over 60 years old and you're an old black Jamaican man, you had to have the trilby hat, a flipping gold medallion on, and like round frame glasses, and the motherfucker was always called Winston every single time. What was jizz? Your jizz? Funky plums. You want to try the funky plums? Alright, cool. I probably got some in the junk cupboard. What, Winston? What are you saying, Nick, anyway, bro? I'm just trying the mixes that we did when I was drinking too much. And you'll be glad to know, Nick, that I've decided today that I am no longer trying to make a gummy range using the TFS flavours. I'm just going to do any mix with any concentrate, but I'm going to use mostly TFS, but if I do something that I feel could be tweaked and made better with a concentrate from another range, I'm just going to get it and use that, because I'm not making any I'm making progress. Like, they're far better now than what they were when I started, but I'm just not achieving the level of gummy that I want. So if you want any of the gummy bears concentrate, I can send you some, mate, yeah? I knew a cool old Jamaican name, Winston. I told you, brother, I told you. And I thought it was a great name. I recommended it to my friend, and he named his son Winston. That's evil, man. You can't give a child an old man's name. It's like having a child and calling them Dorothy. Like, come on. That's so mean. Where are you from again, Horatio? Did you say it was Belgium? You said it was Belgium from? Yeah, I mean, the only reason why, the initial plan was, I spoke to Bob at Dripax, and I was like, if I come up with some flavours using nothing but TFS, can I just give you the recipes and you guys produce them. Like, and I don't want paying for them. I'm not going to do a commission deal and stuff because that can sometimes go a bit sideways, as you know. I just want to be able to stock TFS. I want to be able to buy TFS for the e-cig shop cheaper so we can get better profits on it. But you're not going to have the recipes, and I will work distro and try and get it into shops and wholesale it and stuff like that. But because it's their flavours, they would just be able to produce it. They wouldn't have to buy anything in and blah blah blah. But I'm just not that talented at this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not that good at mixing, I'm afraid. Voila. I don't really pay attention to, like, you know, as you mix, you learn. Like, oh, these flavors work well together. That works well with this. That's this. That. I don't retain any of that information. I'll do a mix, and I'm like, that doesn't work with that, or this doesn't work with this, or that does work with that. But then I'll just forget that, and then go back to square one. The amount of times I've essentially come up with the same recipe like 4 or 5 times because I don't keep record, I don't keep track of what I've done. I'm just ADHD minded, bruv. You get me? I just get some flavors out, start chucking them in bottles, hope for the best. If it doesn't work, all right, do it again, and then come up with something incredibly similar, if not the same. You get me? This is a fucking banger as well. Tell me this doesn't sound like a smooth vibe. It's not my last pack. I've got a pack here. Oh, it's the last pack here, but I got more at the shop, and I'm not really bothered, man. CC Coils is going to send me some because he's got some that he doesn't like for some reason. And we've got bacon at the shop now. We've got untold amounts of Muji at the shop. I'm not really bothered, man. It's my favourite cotton, but I mean, before this, I had a different favourite cotton, and after this, I'll have a new favourite cotton. I don't mind. I just want to know if it has been stopped being made, or if I just need to. I had a quick look around online. I couldn't find it available for wholesale anywhere, and I don't know if that's because it's not available anymore or what. But look, I've even got the little tools, Cotton God tools now. I like it. Got Cotton God t-shirts as well, but they're way too small for me now. Don't know if it's still around, but there was an excellent gummy bear line of juice Nico called Gummy. That was bubblegum though. That was Dripax. That was Dripax, mate. I'm pretty sure that was Dripax. Let's have a quick look. I'm sure that was Dripax. That was back when Reese was working for him. Was it? Let's have a quick look. Well, that site can't be reached because it's trash. Nope. Nope, that's not the one. Nah. Oh no, it's just. I think it might have just been called Gum rather than Gummy. May Cotton Gods bless you. Haha, funny. Never still after your gate kept gummy bear. Yeah, you can have some, bro. I got all of this, and I don't think I'm gonna use like much of it now. I'm still gonna be using it and whatnot because it's delicious stuff. It really is. Even if it is a little bit colder than it needs to be, it's delicious stuff. But the gummy range, I just don't have. I've been trying to make gummy flavors since I first learned how to mix. The first thing I wanted to do is make a watermelon gummy flavor, and it's been like 8 years, and I've still not made one that meets my expectations. Whether or not my expectations of what I can do are too lofty, which they clearly are because I've not been able to do it yet, or whether I'm just terrible, I don't know. But I'm gonna go with terrible. You get me? Every bottle had a different colour. I know if it has a gummy bear on it, then it wasn't the Dripax one, no. Did anybody tell me what flavour to try next? Sounds like a motorbike, more like. Nice one, I'll message you tomorrow. Don't restrict yourself. Yeah, you messaged me tomorrow about something that I can't remember. Funky plums. All right, Billy, we're going to do funky plums. That's what you said. Last one for this evening, ladies and gents, and then I'm getting gone because I want to make some food. I'm going to order some food. I'm not. I've got food in the freezer. I've got meal preps. Let's have a look. My barren freezer. I'm just gonna cook that. I'm trying to lose the belly that I've started amassing over the last few months while I've been in poor state of mental well-being. Because I've just not been working out and I've not been looking after my diet and stuff, and I've started to gather a belly. So I just need to remember that I'm trying to combat that. You get me? Funky Plum then. Funky Plum. That's a 2-man. What are you talking about? A 2-man meal? Do you know what's in there? Not really. It's mostly vegetables. It's vegetables, kidney beans, black beans. It's a mixture of beans, lentils, and veg. And I'll probably have a sweet potato with it as well. What are you saying, Scott, my G? Yeah, man, all good this side, brother. Hope you're well, Scotty boy. Sorry, I didn't mean if that offended you, Scott. Didn't mean to call you Scotty boy. Right, let's have a look at the Funky Plum recipe before I fuck off. Funky. I want to say this is one that you helped me with, Nick. Right, so I bottled that one for feedback. My recipes. So you and Scott have turned up at the same time. That's awfully sus. What's going on? Veg, and a side of veg. Yeah, definitely, man. And that's why I look better than you, bro. That's why I look better than you, man. And I'm still not happy with how I look. God damn, bro. Right. Funky Plum. Mixed on the 3rd of November 2024. 60 VG mix. It's got, for some reason, cream soda in it, forest fruits, ripe plum, vanilla cream, and vanilla milk. Oh, what did I put the vanilla milk in? 0.75. Okay, I tested the vanilla milks earlier, and I've spoken to Bob about them, because when I mentioned on the e-cig shop group that they were cheesy, he wasn't pleased. He sent me a message and he wasn't bitter in it, telling me it's been used in this and that, and I'm just using it at the wrong amount, and 4% is way too much. I'm like, well, your website says 2 to 4%, brother. He's like, oh shit. Right, can you get them corrected then? Yeah, so then we might be able to use them. But he claims that, and he put this on the e-cig shop group, so it's public information, that this is in, one of the vanilla milks is in Butterboy, and Butterboy sells. It's like butterscotch custard flavour, so when you use it correctly, it is good, but when you use it at 4%, it tastes like vanilla cheese. But because of that, I do want to use it. I got a beer belly, mate, but still couldn't eat that. Why couldn't you eat it? Oh, you're off the no meat, no meal. No meat, no meal. No meat, no meal, you fucking caveman. Shut up. I don't like vegetables. I just use them to flavour everything I eat. Well, then you like them, you dickhead. You like them, you dickhead. I've had my quota of meat for the week anyway. Had chicken on Monday and Tuesday. Don't need any more. No more than 2 chicken fillets a week, and you can be gorgeous like me. Right, so Funky Plum. This might not be very good. I'm imagining it's not going to be very good, to be fair. It's already not very good. Oh, that just as soon as I atomized it. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Even I can't think of a way to justify this flavour. No. That's fucking hideous. It was a cream soda at 2%, forest fruits version 2 at 5%, ripe plum at 4%, vanilla cream extra at 4.5%, and vanilla milk extra at 0.75%, and it was rank. Did you just do your side of the conversation and mine? Probably, bro, yeah. I live alone, bro. I live alone. Like, and I work alone most of the time. So I'm very used to doing both sides of the conversation. You get me? It's just me, myself, and I. You get me? That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Have the best conversations I do with me, myself, and I. But Funky Pump is fucking horrendous. Absolutely gash. And that's gone in the reject box that somebody will be receiving at some point. And I'm not happy to end it on that, to be fair. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. But then again, I couldn't remember what the recipe was. So, one thing that is good about the vanilla milk, even though it does taste like cheese, is it doesn't hang around on the coil. Some funky flavors do that, and it doesn't. This doesn't, so that's good. Classic banger. Right, one more before I go. You know what, fuck it, I'm getting paid soon. I'm ordering a Nando's. I don't give a shit. Cherry donut or mango raspberry? Cherry donut or mango raspberry for the last one, ladies and gentle beans. Come on. Come on. I'm hoping that these recipes were taken a little bit more seriously. And this one is going in the scrapped recipe folder straight away because it's disgusting. So that can go to get the F out of my palate, bye bye. And I also need to go back to the cherry blue sherbs and put tested on it because I have tested it. It wasn't amazing, it wasn't stand out, but it was a good starting point for something. I just needed to, with the cherry blue sherbs, I just need to hone in on exactly what I want the leading flavors to be because it's a bit thick. Cherry isn't always rank. It's not always rank. If you actually order chicken and not peri peri banana skin or something, I'm getting the flipping spicy rice bowl, bro, because mana thing. And do you know what, right? I've had some insider information about the quality of the chicken that they get at Nando's, and that it put me off. It put me off. I mean, I found this out after I stopped eating chicken when I went like strict vegan. And it's rank. So the chicken that I eat, like, has to be from a butcher's. I will specifically select from what he offers me. I literally go to the butcher's and he's got his like tray of chicken fillets, and he knows already. Flip it over, like I'm like, and he shows me it. If it's all of that sort of scraggly white stuff with the like blood spots and veiny looking, nah, I don't want that crap. I want the clean fillets, and if they don't have any clean fillets, I'll take whatever. And then I'll come home and I'll shave off all of that extra crap myself. Whereas the chicken from Nando's is stuff that butchers wouldn't touch themselves because while it's raw, you can tell it looks rank. And they don't trim it down, they don't prepare it, they barely even fucking clean it, bro. They just take it out the packet and then cook it like a white person does with a roast chicken. Some white people do with roast chicken, maybe sprinkle a bit of salt on it. But that is that stereotype, innit? Like I've seen my first girlfriend when her dad was going on like he's like the world's greatest chef. And one Sunday when we were out for dinner, I literally saw him just take a whole chicken out of the packet, put it in the oven, and then not even put the oil over the chicken, just put the oil around the chicken in the tray, and then just cooks that motherfucker. I'm like, wash it, bro. Get rid of those 1-2 little hairs that are left on there, bro. Trim off the flobby bits around the bumhole, bro. Clean the chicken, man. But anyway, that's just how I was raised. Whether or not you need to, I don't know. But that's just how I was raised. Raised by a Rasta, so you clean your chicken. You get me? Get some vinegar on that. Some citrus juice on that. Clean that thing up. And if you don't believe me about cleaning your roast chicken, fill a chicken with water and pour the water out and notice how the water is barely see-through and tell me that didn't need cleaning, you get me? That's how chickens are supposed to be done. The fuck puts their chickens in the bath? Nah, bro, wash down your chicken, rude boy. Wash your chicken. There's a reason why the flipping Afro-Caribbean community is known to make the best chicken, alright? There's a reason for it, alright? And that's because they take proper care of the meat they eat, you get me? Some people don't wash their meat, it's weird. This is what I'm saying! Like, when I'm cleaning the fillets, there's like this weird sort of like layer of film, and you can just like peel it off. And I'm like, what is that membrane? What is that? It's like afterbirth just laced over your flipping chicken fillet. Clean it. Clean it. I'm glad that you clean the chicken, Horatio. Yeah. Puts their chicken in a bath. You don't know. You flipping don't. I remember mentioning cleaning chicken to somebody before. I'm like, yeah, I always clean my chicken. And like, what do you mean? Like, with washing up liquid? I'm like, just get out me. We're not friends anymore. You're an idiot. And nobody told me which flavour to go for, innit? Cherry is always wank. Nando veg with a side of veg. Nah, spicy rice bowl. You get hummus, spicy rice, broccoli. Not broccoli. Yeah, you get broccoli, cauliflower, some mixed seed thing. And it's a nice big portion as well. Mango raspberry. All right, Shane, we'll do that one. So the cherry mango, the cherry donut is for the next. You know what? I was looking forward to trying the cherry donut. I'm gonna at least finger test it if nobody wants to see me vape it. It doesn't taste very deep. You know what I mean? It's not a deep flavour. Like a donut, in my opinion, needs to be not a rich flavour, but it feels sort of shallow, which is the same thing as not very deep. So it's not a very good way to describe it, but yeah, it's not a full flavour. It's not a full-bodied flavour. Is my finger test of that. Right, so the mango raspberry, FJ. Let's do this one. God, this swelling on my knuckles is just getting worse every day. I imagine that within the next 2 years, I'm gonna have to have fingers amputated, ladies and gentlemen, based on how they're looking now. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Right, so that one I've noted up. So this is the mango and raspberry, which is a weird combination of fruits. I don't think I've ever seen a mango and a raspberry combined in an e-liquid, so. Yep, I was gonna say there's a little bit of floraleness about it, but it's got the orange blossom in it, so that makes sense. Alpine raspberry, mandarin, mango, mega sweet, orange blossom, sweet mango, and sweet raspberry juice. Total of 19.25% mix. And did I leave any notes regarding like why I did what I did? Like fuck did I? Like fuck did I? Then again, I was drinking, so yeah. What have you done with your TFS concentrates? Did you learn? You will get a big portion because rice and veg will cost them 16p for a kilo. Bruv, I am not really bothered. I mean, to be fair, I've got that many chilies now. I probably will only have to pay for the delivery. But I don't mind. I save that much money on preparing food. Every Monday, I go to the market, buy a week's worth of veg, go to Tesco's, get a whole bunch of canned beans and lentils and stuff like that. I also rinse those off. I don't like it when people get like kidney beans in a can and just put them straight in a pan to cook them. I'm like, ugh, brother, ugh. What's that? Look all that grim, nasty stuff it is. Put them in something like a strainer and rinse that crap off. That's why you get mad wind when you eat kidney beans, because you're eating all of that, you're cooking it in all that juice that's got thick because it's been sat in it, man. Ugh. Mango raspberry is not that uncommon. People use mango as a substitute in Melba. I don't know what a Melba is. I don't know what a Melba is at all. But I'm talking about an e-liquid. I've never come across a mango and raspberry e-liquid. I'm not very. When it comes to actually food, I'm not a big foodie. I literally eat the same thing for lunch every single day of my life. every day. I eat a portion of one of these every single day for lunch. And people like, don't you? Sometimes for dinner as well, as you was about to see. I already had this for lunch today, and I was about to have another one for dinner. I don't. Personally, I see people that need to eat a variety of different foods as having an eating disorder. You know what I mean? Food is fuel. All you need to do is eat the right foods to fuel your body to keep up with however much you're going to exert yourself. If you're the kind of person that's just like, I don't like the look of that food, you have an eating disorder. Do you think cars give a shit what the petrol tastes like? Does any other living being other than humans give a shit what their food looks like? They just need to eat it so they can survive. We as humans, for some reason, are obsessed with making sure it looks pretty. You know what I mean? I understand flavour might be a thing because there are like celery. If I eat celery, I will start to heave. I don't like celery. So I understand flavour, cool, but if it has to look a certain way and I can't eat the same food every day because I get bored. Like if you're getting the nutrients you want from it, then just keep eating that, innit? But I mean, I'm no chef, so what do I know, right? You see people not rinse beans from a can. That's nasty. Horatio, bruv, I like you more and more. Every time you post a comment, Horatio, I like you a little bit more. I think we are the same person that has just never met. That's what I think. Yeah. Have you got Stockholm or something? I don't know what Stockholm syndrome. Why? What do you mean? That's where you feel like guilty for your captors. I don't know what you mean. Legumes are as close to the perfect food as we've got. I don't know what legumes are either. I'll be honest with you. Nah. I don't know what they are either. Are they like lentils? They're like little, like... No, I was going to say, I think I've got a can of them over there, but they're haricot beans or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. I knew there were beans or lentils or some shit. I think I've had them in cans before. I used to get like my beans and lentils dry and then soak them and then cook them the next day, but they take so long to cook when you do it that way. This is actually quite pleasant. This is delightful. It's when you start to accept your place as a captor, therefore you don't mind eating the same stuff every day. Bruv, it's ridiculous. Like, food is nothing but any other animal that requires to eat food gives a fuck if they're eating the same food every day. As long as they get the nutrients they need, that's all that's important. But this whole, the food needs to look good and it needs to be different. And that's just part of capitalism convincing you so you spend more money than you fucking need to. I eat the same shit every day and I'm fitter than most people out there. And I'm a type 1 fucking diabetic, rude boy. So, and that's all that really matters when it comes to eating food, isn't it? Surely. But what do I know? Like I say, I'm not a chef. Right. What have we got here? Haricot beans, baked beans, and sweet corn is all I've got left. But I do black beans, kidney beans, black eyed peas, garden peas, sweet corn, haricot beans. What are the pimento beans or something like that? Yeah, it's not an intelligent way of looking at nutrition. It's an uninfluenced way. Like, that's what nutrition is, just getting the nutrients that you need. How the nutrients look should be irrelevant, really, as long as you're getting them in it. I mean, there are people out there that eat powdered meals, bruv, because it contains all the nutrients they need. Like, it's just nonsense. It's fucking nonsense. Yeah. You'll never see a lion chasing down an aubergine. No, you won't. But that's because that's what lions require. Like, you know what I mean? To keep themselves fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see a gorilla, which is far more powerful than a lion, chasing down a gazelle. You know what I mean? Gorillas, one of the most powerful creatures on the planet. And what do they eat, bro? Fruit and veg. That's it. And they will tear any other animal to pieces, bro. Like, literally, shred them to pieces. Yes, they've got canines, but they're just there to fucking fuck you up when you piss them off by talking about your nonsense about lions eating aubergines and crap. I mean, people always talk about that, like, oh, the big strong animals, they eat meat and stuff like that. Gorillas, some of the most powerful things on this planet. Hippos, rude boy. Hippos, they're strong motherfuckers. They don't eat that crap. You know what I mean? You can use the animal world to sort of defend your position in trying to bash vegetables if you want, but at the same time, I can do the same and probably better. So suck your mother, rude boy. Go back to your kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Go cook your pizzas, rude boy. Yeah? And say hi to Steph while you're there. Oh yeah. Yeah, T-Rexes are that strong. That's why they're still around now. You get me? I don't like mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms. The texture, I don't like it. It's a bit, I don't know what it is about mushrooms, but they also make me heave when I chew on them. I don't know what it is. We do plenty of things that animals don't. It's getting very political and deep now. We do many things that animals don't, but most of those things tend to be man-made concepts that are actually no good for us in the long term. Do you really think nature dictated for us? Like a majority of us working or lots of us work in an office-based environment and sit in front of computer screens and shit. Do you think that's what nature intended for us as human beings? No. All of the human things we do aren't natural. It's shit that we've thought to do ourselves, which is no good for ourselves or the planet in the grand scheme of things. If we just let nature dictate what we do, we'll just be hanging out and just eating when we need to eat and shit. Like, we can literally grow food on trees, but yet we just choose not to. We choose to get it made in factories with all this bollocks and goop added to it, and then we can buy it from a supermarket, when technically speaking, we should just be growing it. I remember when my dad told me when he was growing up in Jamaica, he would just go outside, pick a mango from a tree, and that's his breakfast. And that blew my fucking mind. I'm like, what? You didn't have to go to a supermarket to get it? He's like, no, because the shit grows on fucking trees and we'll just pick it from the fucking tree. And it's nobody's tree. Nobody owns it. It's just a fruit-bearing tree that nature put there for us to eat from, innit? But yet we somehow ended up in this weird sort of thing where we have to have it packaged in plastic and metal and packed full of crap to make it last longer than it really should be. And then wonder why we're all dying from crazy ailments and stuff. But let's not get too far into that. I'm getting deep. I'm going to order my Nando's and then I'm going to make some notes on this and then I'm going to fuck off. Because this is not what we... This isn't why anybody's here, really, is it? Not at all. Not at all. Right, deliver to me. Deliver to this address, because they'll stop taking orders in about 20 minutes, so I want to make sure I can order it now. Ooh, they've got new options. Right, where are we going? Salads and bowls, motherfucker. Spicy rice bowl. You know what? Just for you, Nick, I'm going to order the fake chicken with it. I don't normally eat the fake meat because what even is it? What is it? You know what I mean? Like, it's just as bad, if not worse, than McDonald's chicken nuggets. But just for you, I'm gonna order it, bro. Add that, and then sides. And I'm probably not going to enjoy eating it, to be fair. I'm gonna go large. I'm gonna do my bank balance, the worst thing I possibly can do, and order a portion of chips from Nando's for £7.20. I'm not going to do that. That's fucking ridiculous. I am not going to do that at all. Fuck that. £7.80 for a portion of chips. That is insane. That is fucking insane. Absolute madness. They're taking the mick. Right, cool. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up before they cancel them off. Like, there we go. Done. You've taken my money. you can send my food now. Right, okay, let's get this done. Corn based, I doubt it. Good on you, Shane. Chicken for the win. Yeah, I don't like mushrooms. Chicken's good. I eat chicken. I eat chicken twice a week. First guy that found sugar must have been wired. Yeah, tell me about it. Saying that a reference to animals eating meat thing. Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, true. Yeah, not saying I was do it. But I mean, it's all down to the dietary thing. A lot of meat eating animals don't have as long of as a digestion tract or dietary tract or whatever. They don't have as long intestines for us, so they can actually expel whatever they eat much quicker than we do. So having that flesh in our bodies going through the digestion process for so long is questionable. There is some scientific evidence that suggests that that's not good for us, but then there is also scientific evidence on the counter. So this is why I say like I eat vegan most of the time. I was strict vegan for about 10 years actually. And within the last year and a half, I've reintroduced chicken to my diet, and I've not felt any better or worse for it at all. So, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna carry on doing it. The guy that discovered bacon, yeah, he doesn't need a medal. He needs being put on the national curriculum. That's what he needs. He needs to be hailed as a god, because I don't eat bacon because I just don't think it's good to eat, but I cannot deny it tastes wonderful, especially when you cook it within an inch of its life. I like my bacon, so if you tap it on a side, it shatters. Bacon. Right. Anyway, so mango raspberry is actually very pleasant. It's summery. It's a summery all-day vape level of flavour. So it's not the sort of thing that you would sit down in the evening and vape. It's not that deep and rich of a flavour. It's definitely a throughout the day flavour. 19.25% total mix. Is there any sweetener in it? There's no added sweetener to it, but TFS flavours tend to be a little sweeter anyway, but I feel like it could benefit from a little touch of sweetener. Let me make some notes on this one, because I do want to take this one further actually. This is actually quite good. So it's noted. What is the date? The date is the 28th of the 11th, 2/4. I'm just going to put here a bright flavour. Could be a very slight bit stronger, but acceptable level of flavour as it is. Consider adding sweetener, and I'm going to use Neo because Mega Sweet is very good, but it requires 2% plus for it to really be effective. Take it easy, Nick. Thank you very much for stopping by. Pleasure as always. God made bacon. The guy that made bacon is God. Not God made the guy that made bacon, and then he took God's position. We promoted him to God. So the raspberry is kind of weak though. In terms of the fruitiness, I'm getting mostly mango and orange and not enough raspberry. So what I will do is that slight floralness that comes from the orange blossom is actually quite nice. It's actually quite pleasing. So I'm going to add 0.25. So I'm at 0.5 orange blossom. I need to adapt it, for fuck's sake. Let me carry on making notes. I'm not changing the recipe yet. Mostly taste orange, then mango, raspberry. Isn't noticeable much. will adjust for V2. Okay, right. Save. And then I'm going to adapt it, and then I'm going to make a version 2 to mix. V2 to mix, because I'm not mixing it now because I can't be bothered. And what am I going to start doing is I'm going to start making 30 mils so more people can try them. Because making 15 mils doesn't leave me enough to keep testing it in future and send enough out. So I'm going to do 40 PG, 60 VG. First things first, Orange Blossom needs to go up to 0.75% from 0.5. Alright, what else do I need to do? Everything needs a little bit of a boost, really, but I need to decide what I want to lead. I'm going to take the sweet raspberry juice out. I like the taste of the concentrate, but every time I've tried to use it in the past, I've not had much success. So, yeah. I am going to introduce a little bit of Neo Sweet. I'm going to put that in there now. Mixology Neo Sweet. I'm just going to put that in at 0.75%. No, yeah, go on then. 0.75%. Right, we've got some space. We do have some space. So, let's take the mandarin up just by 0.5%. Let's take the sweet mango up by 0.5%. I'm taking the mega sweet out because we're using Neo Sweet instead, which then gives us even more space to boost the flavors, because now we're down to 17.5% total. And do you know what? That might be alright. Let's keep vaping it. Oi! Oi! What is this? What is this, yo? Is this even in the playlist? Is this the recommended tune? L-Side, Makoto, Frank H, and Carter Ill. Yo, talk about the remixes, yeah? Yeah, it's on my playlist still. Banger. And I can't let go. Cheers. Right, anyway. Alright, let's make a note that V2 mixed on this day. V2 mixed. Hey, do for love everything. Cheers. Alright, the mandarin can go. Everything's just going up by 0.5%. Okay, do I want the orange to lead, or I want the orange to lead actually, yeah. I want the orange to lead, so let's put the mandarin up to 4. And let's put that at a 4 as well. Right, you know what, actually I've got a better idea. I'm going to put the mandarin up to 6 and lower the regular mango. Sorry, let's turn that down. So the sweet mango at 3.5, and I'm going to put the regular mango down to 4, Billy. That makes, I'm going to put this mandarin up to 6.5 because that's going to be the lead flavour in it, I reckon. Can we hear Return of the Mac? Maybe next time, bro. I'll put that on for you next time. If you join next time and request it, I'll put that on for you, brother, yeah? Promise you. Right, and I want to say that is it. So let me very quickly show you what I've decided to do with this recipe. I'm actually quite excited about how this one's going. I'm not lying to you. So that's the one there. Bang. So this is what I've got going off now. Let me make that bigger so you guys can see it and move them down. So that's what I've got going off for this recipe. I want the orange element to be the lead thing. So the orange blossom is like a subtle floral orange. Well, not the orange of it is the orange element of the orange blossom is quite subtle, but the blossom is quite heavy, very heavy in fact. So you only want to use a little bit, otherwise it starts getting a bit potpourri-ish. Sweet Mango 3.5%. British people hated that song. Why do they? I love that song, man. I thought I'd get a bigger reaction to when I request. I always thought, nah, bro. To be fair, I love music. There is very, even if it's, there isn't much music I don't like, I'll be honest with you. Give me 1 or 2 drinks and I will shred a dance floor to anything. I don't know what it is. It might be the autism, I don't know, but I like me some tunes. I don't give a crap. Right. So yeah, anybody got any feedback on that recipe before I save it? I reckon that's the one. It seems to me like you've met all of the wrong British people, mate. I'm not gonna lie. There is another raspberry actually, isn't there? Raspberry jelly. Yeah, let me put in raspberry jelly instead of sweet raspberry juice. That's a good point. Raspberry jelly. So what are we at? We are at a total of 19.5. All right. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go 6 on the mandarin. We're gonna go. No, we're not. No, we're not. Let's not be silly. We're gonna go 0.75. Let's not be silly. And we're gonna bring in the raspberry jelly. Go on, TFS. Give me the thing. Why are you not? Oh, there is. Ugh. What am I going to put that in at? And then 3.5. We're going to pair them up together. So everything's 3.5 apart from, yeah, let's just do that. Fuck it. 3.5 for everything other than the orange. That's that. There we go. Let's do that. And what we're coming out at now, 21.5. That'll be alright. And I'll tell people to mix it at 20% for sub-ohm, 25 for mouth to lung, because that's the standard nowadays, isn't it? Fuck it. Yeah, man. Alright, and I'll save that. And the next time I'm here, which will probably be next week now, back end of next week I imagine, I'll look to get that one mixed up. And what I will do before I go actually is split that up and see what some of you guys think to that one. There we go. A bit in there and a bit in there. And there is a little bit left for me to keep on enjoying. Oh, stop doing that. Remember what I said, if you receive any of these samples, just be aware that that might just fly off at any time, yeah? At any time. Right, so, and I get some caps on here, label it up, and then I'm going to disappear. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me this evening. Just so you guys know, I will be live on Facebook tomorrow from around 6:30, probably closer to 7 o'clock if I'm honest, on the e-cig shop's Facebook page, as we have our Black Friday special event. What was that called again? Mango Rasp. And I'll let you guys know now, because you haven't tried gummy fruit yet, have you, Shane? Mango raspberry. If you haven't tried Aramaxi gummy fruit, then you definitely don't want to miss tomorrow's live, because we have got 100ml short fills of it available for £5. We have Nick salts available for £1. Aramaxi. That's what we're doing. Bro. We've got other stuff as well. We've got some Lost Vape borrow kits that will be going for like 30 quid, I reckon. I can't remember the prices. I've got all the prices locked down. We've got Lost Vape Centurus mods that are going to be going for like 30 quid. We've got massive bags of Nick salts, and we'll be sending them out at like £1.50 per Nick salt. We've got concentrate variety packs that are going to be flogged out for like a £5, and they might contain each of the Neon Source one shot. So Nick Evans, who was in earlier on, we've got his flavors at the e-cig shop right now, and we've bagged up a 10ml of each of the flavors, and I think they're like 5-6 quid or something like that for one of each of the flavors in a 10ml. Homebrew variety packs, mixology variety packs, drip packs, variety one shot packs at rock bottom prices. What else have we got? We've got all sorts. We've got pod kits for a £5. We've got loads. Some of the stuff that I've got listed on my Facebook group where I'm selling stuff, I'm going to be flogging that out so you can have like a full setup for a £5. Yeah, we got some good deals. Only available tomorrow on the Facebook page. But after the live stream is finished, we're going to be deleting it so Facebook don't get mardy at us. So the only place to get hold of those deals is tomorrow on the live from about 6:30 on Facebook. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your lives. Hopefully you'll join me next time. Thank you very much again for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I've actually enjoyed this evening. So thank you guys very much for allowing me to do that. Peace.